Act 2, Scene 26. Pedro, enthroned beside Ines. Pedro. From sudden end to start of this, the crucible, the dark abyss, I've stared into the heart of this. What does it mean, this artifice, for which I wrote the script? My conundrum, it seems solved by her, my nature base evolved, my sun around her moon revolved, my nightmares one by one dissolved, till from me she was ripped. My future now is just a blur, a drunken, incoherent slur, a lost and isolated cur, all frittered time till back to her I can at last return. The future of this throne and line, this ball and chain, this stone of mine, this life for which I would not pine beyond this day, has no design I care to discern. All the court enters. Chorus. The secrets of our hearts stay locked. His written script we all adopt. Her crown by cardinal is placed in deference to the threats he faced. And when we bow to kiss her feet, for some it's from a love complete, for others it's a mere deceit, expedience to face defeat, in hope one day they may delete and from its memory retreat. The final kiss, and then the sound of silence slowly swirls around, where Ines sits aloofly crowned, by seamstress skills to her throne bound, while Pedro's ears thrum to the pound of his heart's beat. There's naught to drown. Pedro. No more silence now, for down the hall there's fresh roast boar and port for all. It's by royal command that I must hear much revelry and rowdy cheer, while with my wife, my new-crowned queen, I'm left alone, unheard, unseen, to confess my private thoughts. Pedro is left alone with Ines. Forgive me, sweet Ines, your rest I've disturbed, I who failed to protect you from your fate undeserved, who did not see how great were the storm clouds all massing, such that my provoked father would send his assassins. 2 of them caught and alive staked and tied, and with my sharpest dagger, before either one died, I sliced open their chests with vainglorious shout, and their still beating hearts with my bare hands ripped out. I hoped that might lance and then purge all my grief, but it scratched not the surface, lest the dark void beneath. And I remember how forcefully you told me I couldn't ever crown your head, and was certain I wouldn't do in my lifetime when I got the throne. But on your new tomb that's ready as my queen you'll be known, beneath your white marble likeness. Yes, I know what you'll say, that you'd rather a plain stone, but that's where you'll lay. I've inscribed on both sides love, until the world ends, and that's all I wait for as my dull journey wends, till God wills and I join you, and feet to feet lengthways we'll both lie and we'll patiently wait for the end days, when the first thing we'll see judgment day when we rise, more welcomed than the sun will be each other's eyes. Royal life was just a hollow show, a flag-waving pageant, until you gave me more happiness than I could imagine. Without you, this land o'er which I reign is just a shattered starkness, a candle in a hurricane to illuminate my darkness. You'd say, damn my self-pity, and what news of our children? Well, Dennis and John are both talking, and I'm trying to fill them with stories of you, what you'd do and you'd say, and play all of the games that with them you would play. But it's Ferdinand, most of all, still talks about you, to throw light on the shadow cast on him without you. And I know you can't answer, but my echoes suggest that I've kept you too long and you're needing your rest. There's just one final thought that I have to express. I'm so grateful my life was by your presence blessed. The stage goes dark except for one spotlight illuminating Ines's face. Chorus. Now we've painted you this picture so it can be clearly seen. Ines was not just Pedro's lover, much more Ines was his queen. Until the whole world ends, they'll both lie patient, feet to feet, waiting for when they can rise up and their eyes once more can meet. We have her sculpted marble so it can be clearly seen. Ines was not just Pedro's lover, much more Ines was his queen. Yes, we have her sculpted marble so it can be clearly seen. Ines was not just Pedro's lover, much more Ines was his queen.